we request you to stand in attention for the national anthems.
मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाये तब जय गाना जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय 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 जय
You may now be seated. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the 9th Blue Ribbon Awards 2020-2021.
I am Miss Sonora.
And I am Ms. Zara, and we are the host for this evening. Your support, as always, means the world to us. It is you who remind us of why we are here and what the game is all about. You have helped each one of us to find our inner strength and use it for the greater glory of not just the teaching profession, but it has helped us grow as individuals as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the CEO and the principal of GEMS Legacy School, GEMS Executive Leader, Climate Change, Ms. Asha Alexander.
The Blue Ribbon is a mark of preeminence and awarded to the very best individuals selected for quality, reputation, or authority the world over. The Blue Ribbon Awards at the GEMS Legacy School recognizes our exceptional individuals and teams for their dedication and commitment to our vision in creating high-quality learning, compassionate care, and well-being for all our students, parents, and staff, as well as our values of respect, integrity, and trust. The awards are a superb opportunity to celebrate the significant contribution of staff and volunteers and to share their achievements for the wider benefit of the GEMS community. This evening, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Jonathan Bramley, Vice President Communications, to the award ceremony. John has changed the way we celebrate people and organizations and is a huge inspiration to me personally and someone who stands for everything personified by the blue ribbon. It is indeed a pleasure to have you with us this evening as we celebrate and award our staff. We would like to welcome you with a small token of our appreciation. Michael Gazda, Vice President, Education GEMS, has traveled 2 decades with me, and I've had the pleasure of working with him for 6 years at GEMS Modern Academy and for almost 4 years at GEMS Legacy School. That is a decade of knowing him as a leader. His motivation, dedication, and service to this school and its staff is beyond exemplary, and we're delighted to welcome him this evening to our award ceremony. Welcome, Mr. Gazda. Ramesh Subramaniam, People and Organization Business Partner, is in the right place this evening as we celebrate our people. Ramesh has been instrumental in improving the provisions for our people and works tirelessly at resolving some of the most challenging aspects that come to the fore when dealing with a school as large as ours. Thank you for your efforts in what is a very challenging role, and welcome to our awards function. We have the pleasure to welcome 2 very special people who are instrumental in discovering and honing the talent of our young people as well as our staff. I have known Kevin Oliver for 2 decades, and his undying passion for music and his ability to spot and groom talent are incomparable. Welcome to the evening, Kevin. Mr. Jogiraj has not arrived as yet, but Jogiraj Sikidar has infused the rhythms and melodies of Hindustani classical music and dance, and GLS now marches to the beat of the tabla. We'll welcome him shortly as soon as he arrives. Our teams do fantastic work, and we believe passionately in recognizing this. Every year, we celebrate the colleagues that make our organization great in our Blue Ribbon Awards. And tonight, there are 152 awardees. However, we promise that the ceremony will move seamlessly and with ease this evening. Teachers, you make hundreds of decisions every day. Some matter more than others. But committing your life to excellence is one of the most important decisions you will ever make in terms of your life's success. A funny thing happens on the way to success. You build integrity, character, discipline, and a host of other intrinsic benefits that add credence to the old saying, the journey is its own reward. Goals are natural value generators, often because of what you learn and become en route to their achievement. But having a reward that honors and symbolizes that achievement is a powerful motivator for continued progress and performance excellence. Simply put, a reward is an extrinsic symbol for the enforcement and celebration of intrinsic values. So tonight, we celebrate each of you, and though we cannot have your families here like we normally do, we are live streaming this event so that they can see how much you're valued by the school as well as GEMS education. Whether it's a war hero receiving a Medal of Honor, an Olympic athlete winning a gold medal, an author being granted a Pulitzer Prize, a martial artist earning a black belt, or a young child winning a trophy for a local spelling bee, rewards and recognition promote and define personal excellence. Today, we will be recognizing 2 exemplary champions of our school that have enabled the performing arts to regain their place at the school that had its origins in the music that Mrs. Bernadette Pinto, the very first headmistress, had enshrined at the school. Kevin Oliver and Jogiraj Sikidar are being recognized this evening for not just being our champions, but for the passion and love they evoke in children by their very presence. May we welcome Mr. Jogiraj to the awards function. Rewards provide an effective but uncomplicated means for reinforcing quality behaviors. They not only serve to honor the accomplishments of exceptional individuals or team performance, they bolster and endorse the specific actions, behaviors, and values that we are striving to put in place. With that in mind, we initiated the Principals Award this year. This award is the highest service award of the school, recognizing that quality education rests ultimately on the shoulders of dedicated individuals who give of their time, talent, and gifts that this community of scholars and leaders might thrive. 15 exceptional leaders will be recognized with this award this evening. The need for recognition and approval is a fundamental human drive and one of the motivators behind our willingness to give and serve. The goal of rewards, recognition, and celebration is to feed that motivation and to promote and define excellence. Those being recognized for excellence serve as models for their colleagues, inspiration to their communities, and leaders in the area of discipline. Therefore, the successful culture is one that provides constant recognition and applause. And none are more worthy of this applause than our teachers, the backbone of our school. Each one of you have shown remarkable consistency, outstanding acumen, exceptional strategy, and undying commitment to our children, especially this last year, despite the severe constraints placed on the way we imparted instruction. We salute your spirit. The leaders and the administration staff at GLS are the linchpins that keep the wheels turning. Tonight, we recognize and honor your dedication and commitment that enables us to march onward to excellence. None of this would be possible without the strongest pillar we have, our Vice Principal, Lata Venkateshwar, whose vision, enthusiasm, and energy drive the engine at GLS. I also take this opportunity to thank our chairman, Mr. Sunny Varki, our CEO, Mr. Dino Varki, the local advisory board members, the members of the School Support Center, and our parent body. Most importantly, I would like to thank the families of our staff members who are watching this event. Whether you're a spouse, mother, father, daughter, son, mother-in-law, or father-in-law, we want to let you know that the individuals we recognize are invaluable to our school. The extra time they spend in grading papers or doing additional tasks while skillfully managing the home front is not lost on us. Neither is the fact that without your sterling support, they could never be half as productive as they are. We applaud you wherever you are, and I'm grateful for your support, for you are indeed the wind beneath their wings. Welcome to the 9th edition of the Blue Ribbon Awards.
Thank you, Mrs. Alexander. Your words will shine like a guiding light for us. The school has reached great heights not only due to the contribution of our staff members, but also a few special people. As a token of our appreciation, we would request Mrs. Alexander to felicitate Mr. Kevin Oliver and Mr. Jogiraj Sikidar. Mr. Kevin is a highly experienced connoisseur in the field of performing arts. He has worked for more than 20 years in the GEMS Group as a cultural coordinator, directing musicals of a world-class nature. He has the ability to take a plain looking stage and bring it to life with sights, sounds, colors, and music. He has been a great influence on the development of choral abilities at GLS. In 2019, he directed a choir of more than 250 children, which performed at the United Nations Climate Change Conference hosted at the erstwhile KGS. Presently, he's working on putting up the school choir at the Expo 2020 Young Stars event, which will bring together children from various schools. And Mr. Jogiraj Sikidar is an entrepreneur student of Indian classical music, an academician, and multi-award winning creative and brand strategist, and the founder of director of Malhar Center for Performing Arts. Despite the challenges posed by the pandemic, he has ensured that GLS students receive the expert training and patronage of the Malhar gurus. Their meticulous engagement with our students every week has benefited our students immensely, helping them improve their performance, nurture their talents and skills in tabla, kathak, Bharatnatyam, and Hindustani music. We value the time and effort you and your team have put in to make that positive difference to our students. Let's hear it for Mr. Kevin Oliver and Mr. Jogiraj. After the honorary felicitations, we now move on to the most prestigious award, the Principal's Award. The GEMS Legacy School Principal's Award of Excellence is symbolic of the school's commitment to the growth of knowledge and to service in the world. The award is the highest service award of the school, recognizing that quality education rests ultimately on the shoulders of dedicated individuals who give of their time, talents, and gifts that this community of scholars and leaders might thrive. The Award of Excellence personifies their sense of quality and community by recognizing those few individuals whose service is truly in the tradition of the school. The award represents outstanding contributions, dedicated loyalty, and continuous support for excellence at GEMS Legacy School. I welcome Mr. Jonathan Bramley to give away the awards. So our first awardee tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is Ms. Ranjini Ramnath. Ms. Vriddhi Sharma. Ms. Nisha Mohsin. Ms. Bhavna Sajnani. Mr. Paramjeet Singh. Ms. Ashwati Vinod. Ms. Ifat Beg. Ms. Rana Sabohi. Ms. Safura Anwar. Mr. Arun Pratap, Miss Winnie Agnes, Miss Ananya Chakrabarti, Mr. Jeffrey Blackhair, Miss Marine Matthews, and our final awardee, none other than Miss Anita Krishnan. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. I would request you to address the gathering.
Right. I'll just move this a little bit higher. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you it's quite daunting to be the head of education, head of communications, I should say, at GEMS Education, and to be surrounded by so many master communicators. So I shall do my best. So first and foremost, congratulations to so many of you this evening. When we spoke about me addressing everyone today, Miss Asher said to me, please keep it short. And now I see all the trophies. I can quite understand why. Congratulations on achieving these wonderful Blue Ribbon awards, which have been won against a backdrop of unprecedented disruption in all our schools for the past 12 months. To have achieved this in normal times would have been difficult enough, but to have done it during these times of pandemic is an achievement indeed. And I salute every one of you for achieving such a wonderful prizes. It speaks very highly of your professionalism, dedication, and I suspect above all your empathy for your students, that you've continued to deliver education of this very high standard despite a global pandemic. And I also wanted to congratulate you on another key attribute that you all clearly share, and these awards bear such handsome testimony, and that's your unquenchable passion for what you do. And if I could wish my own 3 children, I've got 2 grown-up children and a little one, who's, by the way, the biggest trouble of them all, I would wish them 3 things. I would want them to be happy and fulfilled in their personal lives. I would want them to be steadfast in their faith. And thirdly, I'd want them to be passionate about what they do for a living. And in many ways, it doesn't really matter how you achieve that passion, as long as it's legal, of course. Because I've always thought that passion and pride in what you do for a living can imbue you with an inner satisfaction and joy that no amount of riches or prestige can match. I wanted to tell you a story. For many years, I lived in the south of Spain. And we made the friendship of a man who seriously never stopped smiling and he never stopped laughing and was one of the happiest people in the community. And he took immense pride in his work, often toiling from sunrise to sunset. And his work, what did he do for a living? He was the neighborhood street cleaner. And I can assure you, you've never seen such pristine sidewalks in all your life. He made himself happy and he made all of us happy. And it was a joy to see such pride in his work. And as teachers, of course, you work in the most noble of professions. And I envy you your mission to steer our next generation of young people to make the world a better place for all those that follow, and no more is that true than GEMS Legacy School, of course. And as teachers at this school, working with such an inspirational leader as Mrs. Alexander and the rest of the team, and Michael, your VP, you are doubly blessed. And we interns in GEMS Education are very fortunate to have you all. I will conclude now by thanking you all for the fantastic and sometimes unheralded work that you do. But I would urge you to stop and pause for breath every now and then. And remember to cherish that gift of passion that you have and in your job, and it undoubtedly makes you so excellent at what you do and delivering such an important gift to our students day in and day out. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We continue to deliver the best, as you said it for us, definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin with the Blue Ribbon Awards, we would like to commend the excellence of some of the teachers as well as the leaders who have brought glory on a global platform. Please join me with a big round of applause as I call out the achievements. To begin with, the GEMS Legacy won the Indiewood Excellence Award for Excellence in Environmental Initiatives, an initiative to recognize the efforts of schools, teachers, and administrators across the country to provide quality education to our future generation. The Center TPO 2020 awardees are Valentina Samuel, Nisha Mohsin, Euphemia Jarain, Sheetal Narang, Brinda Pushparaj, Jainamma Manoj. The Global Teacher Award, Ms. Safura Anwar, Kirti Kedar, Nikita Suri, Ashwati Vinod, Tahira Sadia, Pratima Verma, Shiza Sheikh. The Campus Mall Teacher of the Year, Ms. Nisha Mohsin and Ms. Rana Sabohi. Recognition for the Consulate General of India, Mr. Arun Pratap, Ms. Bhavna Sajnani, Ms. Ashwati Vinod. MIEE 2021, Ms. Rinku Patel, Sandhya Prasad, Brinda Pushparaj, Shweta Sharma, Ashfa Fatima, Iman Khalaf, Bhavna Sajmani, and many more. And we have MIE Fellow, Ms. Bhavna Sajnani. May you all achieve many more laurels with your diligence and commitment as you nurture and grow in your profession each day. We wish you all the very best as you continue to excel in all that you do. With that, I invite my co-host, Ms. Sinora, to take over.
Thank you, Ma'am Zara. Good evening, everyone. The GEMS Legacy School proudly presents the Blue Ribbon Awards for the year 2020-2021. This award ceremony is in its 9th year and will be an evening like no other. Today, we will honor the staff for their excellence and recognize the significant and consistent contributions that they have made beyond the call of their duties towards the school's growth. We also acknowledge the efforts of all the individuals who make up the GLS family from all departments across the school, as well as those who work behind the scenes to ensure we are who we say we are and add value to the red and white flag that flies high. We begin this event by recognizing the admin team. May I request Mr. Ramesh to please come up on stage and do the honors. Mr. Ragesh Pillai. Mr. Rajiv Raghavan. Mr. Nipin Thambi. Mr. Ahmad Mustafa. Miss Virginia Shahata. Miss Krishna Puthiyarambat. Miss Maria de Cruz. Miss Aarti Ratnani. Miss Sindhu Kalungal. Dr. Ratna Devi Raman. Dr. Nisha Paulos. Miss Gauramma Ganesh. And finally, Miss Sara DaCosta. Thank you, Mr. Ramesh, and a hearty congratulations to all the awardees. As Vince Lombardi once said, winning means you're willing to go longer, work harder, and give more than anyone else. And today, we are here to celebrate you and your hard work. I would now like to invite Mr. Gazda on stage to join Mrs. Alexander to do the honors. Miss Pranita Anil Saugule and Miss Moniza Rizvi. Miss Ashma Chauhan and Miss Afton Isaacs. Miss Karen Michelle E. Caparros and Miss Althea Seth. Miss Lekha Chandrasekhar and Miss Jyoti Majar. Miss Nishat Fatima and Miss Jyoti Sadnani. Miss Rennie Matthew Malithara and Miss Lata Sethi. Miss Jyotsna Sharma and Miss Priscilla Cardozo. Miss Surya Paul and Miss Pushpa Kunummal Haripai. Miss Zeenat Khan and Miss Rosalind Binoj. Miss Zainab Sutarwala and Miss Zeenat Memani. Miss Gazel Fernandez and Miss Manali Bhavishi. Miss Kashana Mohammed and Miss Shahana Ashraf. Miss Poonam Kumbaria and Miss Eleanor Gomez Andrew Saha. Miss Rubani Irfan and Miss Sajita Ranjit. Miss Sakshi Jain and Miss Millicent Fernandez. Miss Usha Kalandri and Miss Tehseen Akhtar. Miss Vichita Shetty and Miss Mejabeen Kalambala. Miss Francina Soundararajan and Miss Rafat Sultana. Miss Gretel Matilda Rodrigues and Miss Sherebanu Ismail Kanchwala. Miss Jainamma Manoj and Miss Shaima Sainis. Miss Vinita Romel and Miss Aishwarya Bhattacharjee. Miss Valencia Fernandez and Miss Shianin Fernandez.
Miss Claudia Bennett and Miss Shweta Nayak. Miss Menka Fulwani and Miss Susha Alex. Miss Pearl Pius and Miss Vanessa D'Souza. Miss Prachi Pilwankar and Miss Hannah Lewis. Miss Prajakta Joshi and Miss Nafisa Sheikh. Miss Rakshinda Manzoor and Miss Poonam Kannade. Miss Poonam is not in today. Miss Elaine Rebello and Miss Pramila Dinesh. Miss Iman Wahid and Miss Rupali Kanchan. Miss Priyanka Chaturvedi and Miss Ruchi Mathur. Miss Anita Rachel and Miss Shiza Sheikh. Miss Brinda Pushparaj and Miss Sneha Nair. Miss Gabriella Marie Desiree Stevens and Miss Valentina Solomon Samuel. Miss Rinku Patel and Miss Nikita Suri. Miss Shweta Chandramohan Vinandi and Miss Erica Agnes D'Souza. Miss Shilpa Kamath and Miss Sani Matthew. Miss Vyoma Chaturvedi and Miss Madhikundari Ruthmani. Miss Sandhya Prasant and Miss Xenia Patrick D'Souza. Miss Shabnam Mohammed and Miss Manju Sharma. Miss Subi Bimal and Mr. Liaquat Ali. Miss Jennifer Damia Raja and Miss Ashba Fatima. Miss Aya Atiya and Miss Nahid Muhammad Huwaid. Miss Mona Kamal and Miss Rabia Hamid. Miss Nadia Hassan and Miss Razia Fazan. Miss Nahid Hamid and Miss Saiju Varghese. Miss Shweta Sharma and Miss Sarita Baloni. Miss Rahila Irfan and Miss Shailaja Patania. Mr. Praveen Shimpi and Miss Euphemia Jarain. Miss Neri Sangwad and Kaikwalabu Korinta. Miss Maria Domicile and Miss Claudine Ann. And our final awardee tonight is Mr. Sunil Sridhar.
Great leaders do not tell you what to do. They show you how it's done. And the awardees of the SLT team have been exemplars of this quote. I now welcome you on stage to receive your awards. Leanne D'Souza and Rizwana Mukadam. Jennifer Joseph and Princey Suseper. Radha Madhukar and Fatima Anis. Pratima Verma and Namita Sadan. Zara Raza Shirazi and Sheeni Nair. Shruti Shrimpi and Anagha Mulle. Geraldine Khare and Nina Cherian. Rashda Manzoor and Lutz Oliva Mascarenes. Nashwa Ahmed and Mohammad Mustafa. And our final awardees for this evening, Miss Sarita Paul and Miss Lorraine Gomes. Thank you for honoring the awardees. May I request Mr. Gazda to share his impressions about this evening.
Good evening. That's what I call putting you to hard labor. You know, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alexander, John, Kevin, Ramesh, I wanted to go to the gym before coming here today. But I never got time. I've come straight from work. So while I was there, and that was about 10 minutes, I tried to hold in my stomach. That's why my face is looking a bit red. It didn't work. What a lovely evening. What a lovely evening of celebration and of joy. And I can see it on all your faces. And thinking back to when I was working as a teacher, I never ever got an award like this. It's so special. It makes you feel, good within, and you feel that a year or half a year of hard work, of dedication, of sincerity has borne fruit. Congratulations. Give yourselves a clap. And you must continue to strive. Continue to strive, not only to win, but to do better and better every year. This is an amazing school. Those who have joined recently are getting into the swing of things and realizing that the choice you made to join GEMS and to join GLS was the right one. This is an amazing school. Well done, Asha and team. Lata and team, well done. Throughout this pandemic, in companies all over the world, people lost their jobs, people were laid off, people were terminated, and salaries were slashed. It didn't happen in this company. And I say time and time again, and I've been here 20 years, so has Mrs. Alexander. I think Kevin's been longer. And some of people over here have been longer. I have never regretted a day in GEMS. I have never regretted a day in GEMS. So those of you just starting off on your career, don't think of moving, because you will never get an organization such as this one. This evening, I want to ask you a question, a very pertinent question, and I want you to think about it, because that's the message I'm going to leave you with. What if you were expecting this award or one of these awards and never got it? Think. What if you were expecting one of these awards this evening and never got it? What would have been the emotions? What would have been your feelings? How would you have felt? Life is all about feelings. Life is all about emotions. Humility. When I think of humility, I can't help but think of the chairman. We were with the chairman very recently. He invited us over, a great host, and he comes around to each person. Mr. Alexander knows that. John knows that. So many of you know it. He comes around to each person in his house, asking us how we're doing and what else he could get us. Day before yesterday, I was with a few senior colleagues at the CEO's house. The CEO walked with me till the car to say good night. That's humility. That's humility. When I think of love and kindness, I think back to my days as a schoolboy when I needed maths tuition and I couldn't afford it. And a teacher gave me free maths tuition. Every morning at 6:30, I was at his door and he gave me free maths tuition. I couldn't afford it. When I think of love and kindness and generosity, I think of that priest who lent me 5,000 rupees to do my teacher's training because I didn't have 5,000 Indian rupees. That's love. That's kindness. When I think of disappointment, I think of the time I was about to become a principal in a school in India, and 10 days before I was to get that letter, they said no. And I think of anger. All of us, we think of anger. The number of times we get, angry and upset. And we think of betrayal. And we think of sorrow and determination and the like. Life is full of emotions. And I'm going to leave you with a simple message today, this evening. Learn to manage your feelings and learn to manage your emotions. It's critical for your success. Learn to accept the feelings and emotions within you. You can't crush them. They must be there. Learn to accept them. Identify the feelings within you and understand where they come from and where they're leading you to. I'll repeat. Understand the feelings and emotions within you and understand where they're leading you to. Take a deep breath at times and count to 10 or 20 or 100. Very, very important. Give yourself space. Give yourself time to comprehend what's happening to you. To sum up, you may find it next to impossible to control your emotions. But never let your emotions and your feelings control you. I will end with a simple Irish blessing, not mine, I found it on the net. May you have the love that never ends. Lots of money and lots of friends. Health be yours, whatever you do, and may God send many, many blessings to you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Mr. Gazda. You have left us with a beautiful message to remember our roots and be humble. And with that, the journey is never ending. There's always going to be growth, improvement, adversity. You just have to take it all in and do what's right. Continue to grow, continue to live in the moment. And this evening has been a celebration of your growth. This wouldn't have been possible without the contribution of the MSO, Mr. Rajiv, and his team.
Good things end, so better things can begin. Thank you, everyone present here, for being a part of this Blue Ribbon Awards. Before we move on to dinner, we are happy to bring to you the live opening ceremony of Expo 2020 at 7:30 sharp. So do enjoy the dinner along with the grand celebration. I hope you have a lovely evening ahead. The buffet is open. Please proceed to have your dinner. Thank you, everyone. A small request, if I can ask one table at a time to help yourself with the dinner. So we start from the back at the rear. Okay, one table at a time. Thank you very much.